Didn't feel that. No! Ow!
Oh my God.
Ow! Whoa! That'll wake you up in the morning, baby. Guys, I can tell you right now,
Guys are so
ready to
nuts.
release baseball. This is
Boys.
watermelon hail.
Hello, everyone. How are we doing today? Testing. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat.
May not be on the ground right now, so Dick Worsham.
Welcome, Carly.
I can't. I just can't with that name.
Hello, NT. Can you guys hear me? Perfect. Perfect, Hayden. Perfect, my friend.
All right, Brady's taking over. You got double. Check this out, guys. Double stream. We're streaming the stream.
How are you doing tonight, Phoenix of the Gods?
Oh my! Not what I was expecting.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna be starting in just a sec, guys. Just gotta get one more thing taken care of.
There's your storm right there. There's your storm. There's your Vince. Storm, Vince. Storm, Vince. I don't know, guys. This is pretty good. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. You want to see Vince? Storm. I think Vince is cool.
All right, guys, let's do this.
In a world where tornadoes and hurricanes
The area of greatest concern that I
and
have
blizzards
is
Hello,
right just
Sydney.
south of
Starting
downtown
Starting in just a
Westville.
sec.
That's moving
destroying
over top.
everything in their path. One man, no, and one team of freaks stands in their way, covering it all on one show,
We have a confirmed tornado.
from afar and from up close. That man is Stormcat 5. That team is the Stormfront Freaks. And that show, this show,
Oh,
is Outbreak.
awesome, Sydney. We're glad to have you
Outbreak
here.
starts.
Well, hopefully, I can answer some of your questions today.
8,
We're going to be doing a special
7,
edition.
6, 5,
A short stream, but
4, 3, 2, 1, now.
welcome, everyone. I am meteorologist Stormcat 5. I see we got some familiars in the chat. We got Sydney Morris checking in as well from Brandon Kopic Stream. Welcome, Sydney. Guys, some of you may have heard we have a possibly historic winter storm that is on the way to portions of the South. Now, if you know me, I like to start with what this map is showing. This is all of our weather warnings across the country. First of all, I want to thank you all for joining me today. We are going to do this stream probably for the next, hour, maybe hour and a half, depends on how it goes. But my goal with this stream is whoever joins this, and if you are watching this on replay or if you are watching this live, I want to give you everything that you need to know about this winter storm. We're going to talk weather models. We're going to talk what are the latest trends, because guys, things have changed today about this winter storm. We're also going to talk about how much snow and ice you could see depending on where you are. Now, this has the potential to be a crazy, crazy system. And guys, look at this. This is about let me know in the chat, but let me know in the chat if you guys think this is about as colorful as I've ever seen this map, right? We pretty much have we have about over 100 million Americans right now that are under some sort of weather warning, winter weather warning. That could be a cold, extreme cold watch or warning up here in the Dakotas, in the Midwest, even down into portions of like Ohio, I know is under extreme cold warnings. And even as far down south into Texas, we've got extreme cold warnings down there. And then that pink and that purple and that blue down here, that is your winter weather advisories, your winter storm warnings. And then even, I think are these ice storm warnings? Did they make those today? Hold on, let me see. No, those are winter storm warnings and then cold warnings as well. So this map is about as colorful as I've ever seen it. And guys, if you checked this map yesterday, you had a huge smattering of winter storm warnings up in the Northeast where they got several inches of snow. So it has been a crazy couple of days. It's going to be another crazy couple of days. And I want to show you everything that you need to know with regards to this winter storm. So please, if you are in the chat, let me know where you are. My goal with this stream is to I want to give you guys forecasts, right? So, and I see Sydney talking about tornado season. So Sydney, let me know that question. I will be happy to answer it if I can. Welcome to the stream, everyone. But this is what we got. Oh, we got Let's Go Irish. G-Bro says, let's go Irish. Ooh, G-Bro, I'm an Ohio guy. Sorry. I'm rooting for Ohio State tonight. But unfortunately, that's all right. I got a healthy respect for the Irish here. But let's just look at this a little bit closer here. So we are looking at our winter storm warnings right now. And here is the latest on the winter storm warnings. Everywhere you see in pink, right? So I'm just going to circle it here. Everywhere you see in pink, those are all winter storm warnings. They go from Austin to Houston, all the way through Louisiana. Basically, the entire southern half of Louisiana is in a winter storm warning, including New Orleans, including Baton Rouge, including Lafayette. And then in southern Alabama, Mobile, Alabama, in southern and central Georgia, you guys are all under winter storm warnings, even as far east as Savannah, Georgia, guys. You're under a winter storm warning, and that just means that some very, very significant wintry weather is on the way. Irish here as well. Let's go Ohio. Carly says, let's go Ohio. Craig asked for Summerville, South Carolina. Oh man, Craig, I got news for you, my friend. South Carolina, this is going to be a tricky one. This is going to be a very, very tricky one because you are right on the edge of that heavy snow. The heavy snow could stay offshore or it could come onshore. I'll keep that in mind because I want to show you the radar, the future radar, what it could look like. Because South Carolina, there's a big time uncertainty for this particular storm system. Now, really quickly, we don't want to get too nerdy here, but this is the pattern. This is why this storm is happening. If you are curious about kind of why and some of the other things like that, check out my latest video that I posted on YouTube. It's about 13 minutes. It goes into everything that you can expect with this particular storm. So make sure you guys check that out. I just put it out. Had a little fun with it too, people at the beach. But you've got this pattern. You've got this ridge of high pressure. And then you'll have, this is the perfect pattern for snow super far south because that ridge of high pressure allows and shoves all this cold air down in the lower 48. And you'll get cold air into Texas, into Alabama, into Georgia here. And then you'll get a low little form in this pattern and it'll slide right up off the coast. And because all that cold air in place and that low, that is a recipe for wintry weather if you live along the Gulf Coast of Texas. Columbus, Georgia, Zion. Yeah, you guys are also right in the mix there in Columbus, Georgia. So let me go ahead and pull. Let me go ahead and pull the radar to show you guys because this will help, I think, with our forecast. So enough with the discussion about the high level stuff. If you do want to see more of that, if you're a weather nerd like me and you want to see more of that information, check out my video that I just posted. Wow. Guys, see a lot of new faces in here. Make sure if it is your first time, make sure you smash that subscribe button. That helps me out tremendously. Smash that like button. We got to get in the algorithm, get as many friends as we can in here. So we had someone talking about South Carolina. So let me show you why South Carolina this is going to be a very, very, very close call. So first of all, timing this out on Tuesday, and then I'm going to get to Columbus, Georgia. Also, hey, I'm a Columbus guy. I live in Columbus, Ohio. So, a little bit of a kindred spirit there, maybe. I don't know. We got Lisa Sunflower checking in. What's up, Lisa? Lisa, that is an amazing name. Just want to let you know that is a tremendous, tremendous name. But so South Carolina, right along the coast, notice how there is this band here, right? This band of heavy snow that starts to fill in. This is, Tuesday night into Wednesday. Notice how close that band of snow is to the shoreline. So right now, this is the latest. Actually, this is the 12Z NAM. I think there might be the 18Z. Okay, let's go to the 18Z. So I can show you the 18Z. This is the latest NAM model. And notice how that actually, I think in the past couple of runs, the NAM has shifted. Yeah, look at the last couple of runs here. This is the last 4 runs of the NAM. Notice how this NAM is shifting northwest. That is a great trend if you want snow, but depending on if you want snow or not. But if you do want snow, this is a great trend for those that are in South and North Carolina. Notice how the last couple of runs has shifted that snow axis onshore. So that just means that your snowfall totals could be a little bit higher there than we originally thought a couple of hours ago or a couple of runs ago. So in South Carolina, you guys are looking at probably an extended period of between Tuesday night into Wednesday of heavy snow, and then right along the coast, say, Myrtle Beach, other areas along the South Carolina coastline, you guys will get in more on that freezing rain, sleet action, and the further inland you go, the more likely are you to have snow. So South Carolina, you guys will get probably several inches by the time this is done, unless you live right along the coast. I think that those folks, you'll see mostly freezing rain and sleet, which will dramatically eat it on your snow totals. Now, Columbus, Georgia, I actually have to look up where that is because I know I've heard of it. Let's see, Columbus, Georgia. No, not Columbia Gas. Columbus, Georgia. Okay, Columbus, Georgia. Okay, it's south of Atlanta. So Columbus, Georgia, you guys are going to get a heavy band of snow Tuesday night, starting maybe around 3 to 4 p.m. That'll continue on into Wednesday morning or Tuesday late night. I think by about midnight, your snow will be all done there in Columbus, Georgia. But let's check out our snow totals here. Snow totals will be about 4 to 5 inches. So yeah, you guys will get a pretty good thumping there in Columbus, Georgia. Guys, let me know in the chat. Anyone else wants a forecast? Let me know. So let's go back to timing this system out for everyone, because that's what everyone wants to know is when is this system going to hit? How bad is it going to be? I will show you all of that now. So let's just take a look at I'll go back to this. Let me go back to this screen. So this is what the next 24 hours is going to look like with this particular storm system. So if you look in the bottom left corner of your screen, that's Texas. Notice how this is 9 p.m. Notice by 9 p.m. tonight, that snow starts to creep up into Houston. So our event, guys, we are talking about this storm tonight. Try the UK on there. I'll try, Carly. I will try to get the UK on there for sure. And guys, if you are just joining in the chat, let me know. I will give you a forecast if you want to know how much snow you're going to get, whether you're going to be impacted or not. Let me know in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. But timing this out, this is Monday night. So the snow is going to start Monday night down here in Texas. Watch as we go overnight. The snow is really taking shape as this low ramps its way up. So we'll have snow ongoing, freezing rain ongoing, and then going into Monday morning, check this out, that heavy snow band slides to the east. And let me scoot that up a little bit more so you can see, there we go. That heavy snow band will slide to the east into Louisiana. And once it does so Louisiana, by the time you wake up Tuesday morning, you'll probably have a good inch, maybe more on the ground Tuesday morning. And going into the day on Tuesday, notice how that snow, this is 8 a.m. Tuesday morning, heavy snow is falling. Anywhere from down to Houston. Snow is still falling in Houston at this point, but now in Louisiana, we got Lafayette, we got New Orleans, we got all of those cities pretty much in southern Louisiana getting in on that snow action. And then Monday, yeah, Mike, this is Monday. Sorry, we're looking at now, this is actually Tuesday morning. So Houston, Austin, southern Texas, that'll be Monday night into late night. And then by the time we get to Tuesday morning, that's when this storm becomes more of a Louisiana deal, right? So then Tuesday during the day, I'll go to midday. This is Tuesday at noon. Notice how pretty much all of that snow is in the far southeastern portion of Texas, but for the most part, it's moved off to the east into Louisiana. I think New Orleans, the heaviest snow will fall Tuesday morning into Tuesday early afternoon. This is 12 noon. Look at all of that heavy snow. I mean, guys, we are talking possibly an inch per hour or greater snowfall rates. And a lot of people talk about the snow ratios down here, right? Is it going to be 10 to 1? It will be less than 10 to 1. Normally down here in the South, it would not be 10 to 1. You would get 5 to 1, 8 to 1. But because of all that cold air in place, because the temperatures are going to be so cold because of all that polar air that's working its way down, I can feel it here in Ohio. Those snow ratios will be 10 to 1, and we could be looking at significant snow totals by the time this is said and done. So yeah, Mike, this is actually Tuesday. This is Tuesday at noon, and then watch this as we go throughout the day on Tuesday. That is when your snow will move out generally. It'll be all gone by Louisiana, probably around 5, 6, 7 p.m. You may get some leftover stuff at the very southeastern tip. And this is when stuff in Florida starts to go downhill. Stuff in Florida and southern Georgia will start to go downhill Tuesday evening, right? This is 6 p.m. right now. This is Eastern time that we're looking at. And our storm will slide off to the east. So the Florida Panhandle. This, guys, this is possibly a historic storm that we may not see again for a long time, right? Parts of this country, parts of the country that are down here, say Louisiana, it's not unheard of, right? This isn't like this has never happened in history, but it has been decades since we've got a storm that has dropped this magnitude of snow. It's been a long time, right? To give you an idea, the Florida Panhandle, the last time that a winter storm watch was issued, a winter storm warning was issued 11 years ago, right? And that was for about an inch, right, of snow. This time around, we are talking, there is a winter storm warning in place, and instead of an inch, we are talking about 2 to 3 to 4, possibly even 5 to 6 inches of snow in the Florida Panhandle. Now, this could break records. I won't get into too much of that, but I just wanted to give you guys some perspective here that this could be a once in a lifetime type event for some, right? Not for all, for some. There will be places in the South that receive very little snow and people are like, oh, this is a bust. But for some, and wherever the heaviest snow does fall, that could be, you might not see this again in your life, depending on your age. But let's keep timing this out now. And on Tuesday, so this is Tuesday at around 5 p.m. once again, our heavy snow is ongoing here in the Florida Panhandle, southern Georgia, southern Alabama, even starting to fall here in southern Carolina, or South Carolina, sorry. And then overnight on Tuesday, the storm will continue sliding to the east, and that's when cities like Jacksonville and Savannah and Myrtle Beach, that is when this storm will be the worst for you. So to summarize, Texas, southeastern Texas, the storm will be worse for you Monday night into Tuesday morning. Louisiana, southern Mississippi, the storm will be worse for you Tuesday morning into Tuesday afternoon. Alabama, Georgia, the Florida Panhandle, the storm will be worse for you on Tuesday by about midday, going into Tuesday evening. And then South Carolina, North Carolina, the storm will be worse for you probably Tuesday night into Wednesday. As you'll see, we'll time this storm out. And it'll stick around in the Carolinas and even in Florida until Wednesday morning. By the time we get to Wednesday morning, the storm will be gone, right? Florida might be getting some leftover rain showers down here, but those will not be wintry. Those will be rain. And this storm will have moved off the coast of the Carolinas and will continue sliding generally east and pretty much will dissipate on Wednesday. So by the time we get Wednesday, all of our snow will be gone. All of our wintry precip will be gone. So that is kind of an overview, and let's just take a look at the snow totals on the NAM, right? And I'm showing you these right now, and we'll look at a couple different models for our snow totals because there's a lot of different totals that you can get from different sources. You've probably seen all these different snow totals online. Now, this gives a pretty good idea about where I think our bullseye for snow will be. Of all the models that I've seen, and I've been looking at a lot, I've been looking at National Weather Service forecast plus some of the different models they have. This is the NAM model. I wouldn't put too much stock in the specific snow totals here because the NAM model is it's kind of, you guys know, and if you guys look at weather before, the NAM model is kind of iffy. But the snow totals that we have here, the bullseye, I think, is going to be in southern Louisiana. That is the best chance of getting over 6 inches of snow will be in southern Louisiana, and that's anywhere from Lafayette to Baton Rouge, maybe New Orleans, although you guys might get more of the mixing down there. We'll have to see. But that is where I would, if I was betting money, if I was a betting man, that is where I would think the best chance of over 6 inches of snow to fall. And then I'm telling you, the Florida Panhandle, though, guys, is Tallahassee, you're dangerously close to this. That is a 50-50 call in terms of if this storm trends a little colder, if there's a little bit more moisture, if there's some factors that go Tallahassee's way, Tallahassee could be looking at several inches of snow, just like southeastern or southern Louisiana. Now let's take a look at I do want to take a look at the official forecast. So we just looked at the NAM totals. Now we're looking at, and guys, if you are joining me right now, let me know in the chat, where do you want to see a forecast for? Where do you want me to focus on? I am doing this to try to give you guys all the information you need and to talk about this winter storm that we have that's ongoing in the south. So let me know what you want to see, where you want to see. Thomasville, Georgia. Okay, Sydney. That's interesting. I got to look where that is because I don't actually know. But while I pull that up, okay, yeah, Thomasville. Oh, man, Thomasville, Georgia is right on the border there of, wow, Thomasville, Georgia. That is a tough forecast because that is right on where the rain snow line will be. Let's see what they're talking about. Anything coming up from Pennsylvania? I wish. Nothing at the moment. Pennsylvania got their snow. Okay, so Thomasville, Georgia. Let's pull this up. Thomasville, Georgia. Total snow accumulations up to an inch, and ice accumulations. Okay, so basically, the National Weather Service is saying that there'll be up to an inch of snow here. Now, this is right where the rain snow line will be. So a small shift, a 10-mile shift to the south and east of that rain snow line from where they thought it was going to be, you'll be looking at snow of 2, 3, 4, 5 inches. Right now, the latest prediction is 1 inch with up to 2/10 of an inch of ice. So that's the latest forecast, but that could change. I'm telling you, that could change. That you are right in Thomasville, Georgia. You are right on that where that rain snow line is going to be. And that will hopefully, well, if you like snow, maybe that'll shift to the south. Okay, this is the official forecast here from the Boston, Massachusetts, I think is what you were showing. That is, I'll go to that in just a sec. Sydney, Boston's not going to get, not like the last storm. They won't get anything really with this particular storm. But this is the latest totals that we have right now. And this is the official prediction from the National Weather Service. And this is going to be a really tricky forecast. Regardless of how you cut it, guys, this will be a tricky forecast. But the National Weather Service down here is showing, once again, this bullseye of 6 to 8 plus inches of snow in southern Louisiana. So that'll be the greatest chance of getting significant snow will be down there. The other thing to note on this snow is, check this out. This is our greatest. They only have about an inch falling for the South Carolina coast. I would expect them to increase that. Frankly, I would expect the National Weather Service to increase that projection. Once again, this is the National Weather Service prediction of how much snow will fall from this storm system. I would expect them to increase that with the latest models that are shifting north and west. So I think you'll probably be looking at a couple of inches rather than just one along that South Carolina coast. Now, here's another model. This is really interesting here, guys. This was actually the 12Z. Let's look at the 18Z. Oh, come on. Don't show me the 22Z. Show me the 18Z. Okay. Oh, my God. Okay. This is the perfect example about the uncertainty that we have. And guys, if you are on Twitter and you do want to see a personalized forecast and it's not allowing you to chat, go on over to YouTube. I'm on YouTube at Stormfront Freaks with Stormcat 5. So you can just look up Stormfront Freaks, or you can look up Stormcat 5 if you do want to get in the chat and you do want to ask about what the forecast is going to be in your area. Hunter Hurley says, when is the blizzard hitting my house? Hunter, you already had your blizzard this year, my man. You don't get another one. Can I have one before you do? Just saying. I would like to have one before you get a second one this year. This is the perfect example about the uncertainty that we still have. This is the HRRR model and the anticipated snowfall totals. Notice how in southern Louisiana, once again, has big time snow. So we know that southern Louisiana is going to get hit by big time snow. That's almost certain. We'll have to make sure during this event there's not too much warm air. But the big question is in the Florida Panhandle, right in here. Notice how the National Weather Service's projection, if we go there, look at that. Look at that discrepancy. They have almost no snow in the Florida Panhandle in near Jacksonville. Look at the HRRR. Look, boom. You see that? Do you guys see that difference? So that shows you the uncertainty that we still have, that we may not know until it actually happens. So that's why they've winter storm warned this entire area, because if there is that shift and there is a little bit more cold air than forecasted, you could be looking at 3, 4, 5 inches of snow in the Florida Panhandle along the beach, right? You'll have people just chilling at the beach watching snow fall on their heads, which would be absolutely insane. Dan's back there. Oh, Dan's back there. What can I expect with my first tornado in Alberta? I don't know. That's a great question. Okay, let's go ahead and bring in Dan. Dan, I'm going to bring you in here, my friend. You cool with that?
Absolutely. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can all hear you guys. Everyone say hi to Dan. Everyone say hi to Dan in the chat.
Hi, everyone.
Oh my God. Okay, so Dan, so far we've been going over the winter storm. And first of all, guys, if it is your first time, make sure you like and subscribe the channel. That helps me out tremendously. Dan, unfortunately, since we've started, we've lost two subscribers since we've started. So I think we're doing something incredibly wrong, because since we've started the stream here, we've lost them. So that's not good. But
I don't know that I can help the situation. I might make it worse.
Oh no, you're gonna make it amazing. So guys, help us out. Help us at least get in the green for this stream by mashing that subscribe button. Brad says, are we going to get snow in Rockwell, Texas? Let's check that out. Rockwell, Texas. Yeah, that just, Rockwell, Texas doesn't sound like an area where you would normally. Wait, that's right near Dallas, isn't it, Dan?
Yeah, it's just east of Dallas.
Okay. What do you think, Dan? Have you seen anything about you guys? I mean, you guys aren't getting snow up in Dallas, are you?
Right now, everything's clear. I think we got up to a balmy 34 today, but everything's dry.
Okay, so I don't think we're gonna. I don't think we'll see. I don't think we're gonna get any snow in Rockwell, Texas. So, unfortunately, I'm sorry, Brad. I'm sure that does not help the situation. I'm sure you wanted some snow. Oh, we got. Craig says hi, Dan. Lisa,
Craig.
Lisa, look at this name, Lisa Sunflower. What an amazing name. She says, "What's up, Dan?"
Hi, Lisa. Hi, Carly. Hi, everyone.
That is absolutely tremendous, guys. Okay. So Dan, first, now that I bring you in, like, what have you heard anything from this particular storm that catches your brain at all?
Well, just the fact that folks in the deep south may be getting some wintry weather that they're not necessarily accustomed to. That's definitely something that's caught my attention, concerned about.
Yeah, I mean, they're and I listen. I don't want to be too clickbaity. I don't want to be too crazy, but I'm telling you, this won't break the all-time snow record down there, but some folks might never see this again in their lifetime, depending on when they're coming in, because it's just the type of snow that we are talking about is historic, and it will be something that will, if it ends up dropping as much snow as I think we think it might, it will end up being a storm we look at for a long time, and know that, hey, this was, I was here when that storm happened. This is a weather event we remember going well into the future. So,
Yeah, what are you thinking, Brady?
yeah, I mean, we've been talking about this for a little bit, but this, I looked at models all day and looked at everything that I was seeing. The uncertainty is what gets me still, right? Of the area that I have circled on this map, that is what still gets me right now, of possibly the Florida Panhandle getting upwards of 6+ inches, like in Tallahassee, and further to the east, like in Mobile, Alabama. That would be historic and something that we have not seen in a long, long, long time. But a long ways to go, and we still have time for things to change, right? But it'll be interesting to watch for sure. Hold on, I realized our camera 3 went dead. Let me see if I can fix that really quickly. Dan, how was your day, my friend? Good day?
It was not a bad day, so if it's not bad, it has to be good, right?
That is yeah, right? Why not?
That's
Guys,
from Dan's Book of Optimism.
Are you writing a book now? I love
Yeah,
that.
of optimism.
I absolutely love that. Guys, check out Dan's Book of Optimism. I think it's going to be an absolute banger. Oh, man. Okay. So this is another really interesting thing that I saw today, right? And I'm just going to go through the different lineup that I have here. And Dan, you can feel free to jump in. We got the New Orleans cam down there. That'll be, we won't see any snow on this particular stream, but it is pretty interesting to look at what's going on down in New Orleans right now. Everyone's down the roads. They don't care. They're getting their bread while they can. But so this was a graphic posted by the National Weather Service in New Orleans, Baton Rouge, that area. And you may not be able to read this. Let me scoot it over a little bit. These are high-end snow amounts, right? They're basically saying this is a low-end 10% chance of getting these snow amounts. But the important thing is one, they posted it. The National Weather Service is always, they're very cautious. They're very careful about not creating panic, not creating hype. They're generally on the conservative side. If they post something like this, they think there's a very real possibility, right? And my interpretation of this and everything that what I was seeing in the models is there will be a synoptically driven heavy snow band that forms along the coast, right? You'll have a forming low, you'll have some cold air clashing with warm air, you're gonna have a front. You're gonna have a front of some kind form along the coast. You'll have a heavy band that sets up. If that heavy band of snow, wherever it does set up, if that heavy band sets up just to the south in the Gulf, great. No one's, you'll probably see snow totals 3, 4, 5 inches. If that heavy band inches north over land, that is when we could get upwards of 8 to 9 to 10 inches plus of snow. It won't be widespread, right? It'll be wherever that band sets up, and then just north of that band and just south of that band. It's almost like it'll be like a lake effect snow band, where just north of that and just south of that you won't have the same totals, right? You might have 3, 4, 5 inches down there, but wherever that band does set up, you could get upwards of 6, 7, 8, 9 inches of snow, and that's what the HRRR is picking up on, right? If you notice, the HRRR right here is picking up on that heavy snow band, which is, it has it down here in let me pull this up. It has it down here in southern Louisiana, and then continuing on into Florida. So if I would trace it here, that's where this heavy band of snow would set up. And if you look at other models too, right? Let's take a look at the Euro Ensemble. Also picks up on that potential, right? This is the percentage chance of getting greater than 3 inches. Let's check out 6 inches here. Notice, right? You can't even really see it. Let's get this over. Right along the coast, right there. That is where right now a lot of the models have been pinpointing that band. Oh gosh. Craig says he got enough bread and milk to survive the next couple of days. That is tremendous, Craig. Very smart, my friend. Dan, I'm assuming there's been no run to the stores in Dallas, because I bet you guys haven't even really talked about it there, have you?
No, because it's just cold. Folks aren't too terribly.
Cool. Yeah, that's great to hear. Guys, if you are on Twitter too and you're just checking us out, we are going over the winter storm, the possibly historic winter storm that is going to strike the South later on. And we're looking at models. We are looking at what we think is going to happen. We're looking at the National Weather Service's forecast. The latest graphic that we pulled up was this one from Louisiana, or the New Orleans forecast office. And I just wanted to show you guys the potential is there for some big time snow amounts for someone, especially in Louisiana. So that is what we're talking about right now. If you do want to get a forecast for this event, right? You're tuning in because you want to have a forecast. Go over to YouTube or the Stormfront Freaks. You can just type that in or search for Stormcat 5. That way I can see you in chat and I can give you the forecast for the area that you want for this storm. So that is what we got cooking right now, guys. Does anyone have any questions about this event? Oh, our traffic camera went down again. That's unfortunate. Now, I do want to talk about, this is really fun to look at because I was looking at this today and I was like, no way. But right now we are looking at, this is the ensemble, this is the European ensemble. This shows you the chances of getting greater than 6 inches of snow. And anything in the green down here, that is anywhere from 20 to 30 to 40 to even close to 50% chance of getting greater than 6 inches of snow. Could you imagine, Dan? Well, first of all, a lot of that is swampland, and I don't think there's many beaches down here like there is along Florida. But could you imagine you're on one of the beaches down there, and you're just like you're just sitting there. You went down there for vacation, right? And you're like, okay, I'm going down here. I'm either going to there or imagine you're along the coast of Florida here, and let's just pull up the 3 inches. Imagine you're along the coast of Florida here, and there's a lot of people that go down here for spring break. Imagine you're down there, and it's just you're sitting at the beach, and snow is just falling, right? You're like, what is going on? Like, it's 30 degrees, snow is falling, it's the end of the world.
Yeah, or like you're in New Orleans, French Quarter, and it's snowing.
Yeah, and it's not just like flurrying, right? It's heavy, heavy, heavy snow, and you're accumulating up to 5 inches or more. I'm up in Ohio, guys, and I would be thrilled to get 5 inches, right? Down there, 5 inches is like the end of the world type deal because guys, they don't have any snow equipment because they never get snow. So why would they need a snowplow, right? Why would they need salt? Now they probably have been preparing and pulling that stuff in from other states and areas, but normally they don't. I don't even know if they sell snow shovels down there, right? Like I wonder, Dan, at the stores, do they even? No one's got a snow shovel at their house. I would. If you are in the chat right now and you are down there, or you're going to be experiencing some sort of this weather, and you do have a picture of, I'd be really curious what your plan is. What's your plan to deal with this storm? What's your plan to get the snow off your driveway? Like, are you going to use a broom, I guess? Or are you going to use like Craig? I guess Craig is down there too. Craig, do you have a snow shovel, first of all? Like, are you prepared? I mean, Dan, you got to have a snow shovel, right, in Dallas?
I don't have a snow shovel, but I do have vehicle removal tools like scraper and.
So when when it snows in Dallas, you just take your car out and just plow your driveway with your car.
I just just bust right through it with the car.
See, that's smart. See, that's big brain right there. I wonder if you didn't have the car, what you would. I mean, would you be using like pots and pans to just sweep it out, or I don't know, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, with a Subaru, you can just like shovel it with the tires.
Yeah, I bet. Oh my God. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I would love to, because there's probably going to be some it will be an absolute mess down there in southern Louisiana, not only because of the fact that people aren't used to it, but also just the infrastructure is not there to handle that kind of snow. Oh, we got Storm Chaser Mason Harris checking in saying that'll shut down Shreveport. Yo, yeah. Shreveport is going to be, you guys hear me use this phrase, but Shreveport is going to be chalked. A lot of these areas will be chalked along the coast or cooked or whatever other millennial term you want me to use. But the infrastructure will be bad. So the fun thing that I've been doing is, okay, that's your chances of getting greater than 6 inches. Now earlier there was a little dot down here that showed a 10% chance of getting 12 inches of snow, which I'm pretty sure I would, if they get 12 inches in New Orleans, I'll just hang it up. I'll just quit meteorology forever, because that would be we won't see something like that again. If they get 12 inches of snow down there in Louisiana or in New Orleans, we may not ever see that again in our lifetime. So, okay, let's look at the GFS, and same thing. We'll look at the chances of getting greater than 1 inch. 1 inch. Okay, so that's 90%. Red's 90%. Oh, hello, Michelle. Good afternoon to you as well. This is greater than 90% chance. Anywhere you see in red. So it also highlights the Florida Panhandle. This is greater than 3 inches. Close to 90% down here. So both the Euro and the GFS ensembles both are agreeing that kind of southern, honestly, like kind of New Orleans are where the heaviest snow will fall. Greater than 6. So the GFS actually showed a little bit higher totals down here. A little bit better of a chance. Once again, that's, guys, to get greater than 6 inches down in this part of the country is insane. So the fact that we have a 30 to 40 to 50% chance of getting that kind of snow, that's off the charts. Let's check greater than 12 just to be fun. Are we showing anything? Wait, let's zoom in. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Let me zoom in. Do you guys see any blue dots down there? I don't. No. Oh, unfortunately it's not. I think they were showing it at 12Z. Yeah. See that little dot right there, guys? Oops. Woo. That was the 12Z. That little dot right there. That was the that little bit of 10% that said greater than 12 inches, but that went ahead and disappeared on the 18Z. So it's interesting. Yeah, Michelle, I agree. Hopefully everyone is staying warm and safe. I completely agree with that. Because it is, I'm telling you, I walked outside to my car today and I was freezing my freaking butt off. And I took out my trash earlier in shorts. That was a terrible, terrible idea. It was terrible. It was so cold. I'm in Ohio right now. It was so stupid cold. But you know, that's what you get. All right. Let's look at the 18Z Euro and see what we got cooking here. Okay, 18Z Euro. Let's check the trends. I love checking trends. Okay. So interesting. Euro decreased. The snow forecast pretty much remained consistent here. But check it out. In North Carolina and South Carolina, in the last run, it beefed up snow totals there. So looks like we're picking up that little bit of a northwestward trend there. So folks in South Carolina and North Carolina, don't let your guard down, especially near the coast. This storm will likely drop some snow in your area, especially the closer you get to coast, the more snow you'll generally get. So that's kind of cool. I know, Dan, there's a guy I follow on Twitter. Did anyone else follow this guy? His name is like South Carolina Weather. Hold on, let me pull him up. South Carolina Weather. Oh no, hold on. Let's check it out. His name is like Mitch. I think. Yeah, go ahead, Dan.
I was gonna say while you do that, I've been looking for snow shovels in Louisiana, and you might be able to pick up a couple on Facebook Marketplace.
No way. What are they charging for that?
I don't know, but the price is going to go up as the snow falls.
The price is wrong.
But nothing in any of the stores that I can see.
Oh my god, I bet. Okay, so you can't. So they're not. So good luck getting a snow shovel, guys. If you live down there, you probably should have tried to do that a couple of days ago. Wait a second. What was I looking at? Oh, wait.
South Carolina weather.
This guy, Mitch West. Great dude. He has been going through the ringer the past. So he's like focuses. He's another YouTuber. He focuses mainly on like South Carolina, North Carolina, like southeast weather. So he is like, he wants snow. Snow is like his thing, and yesterday the trend really just was screwing them over, and they weren't going to get any snow. I mean, he's been absolutely going through an emotional roller coaster here the last 24 hours. Like, you know, we're back from the dead, baby. But yesterday, yeah, look at all this stuff he was posting. It was just hilarious to watch him. If you live in South Carolina, North Carolina, he's a great follow. I'm sure you probably already are following him, but yeah, I agree with him. I would expect them to increase the snow totals for sure. But he was pretty entertaining to watch. Oh yeah, I got you, Craig. Yeah, he's a great guy though. Okay, so that is the snow. That is, I want to look. Let's look at something else. You guys remember the Canadian with the storm? I will say the Canadian was the first one to kind of nail this storm. I don't even know. I don't even know why. I don't even want to show it. It's going to make me vomit. Absolutely vomit. Yeah, you can send him some. Why don't you send some snow my way too, Michelle? Yeah, Mitch is great, Marco. Are you down there too? Guys, let me know in the chat. If it is your first time, first of all, make sure you mash that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for joining. Let me know where you guys are. What forecast you know, what weather, what questions you have about this event, how much snow you're going to get. Maybe you're not going to get any snow. Maybe you'll get an inch of snow. That's what I'm doing this stream. I'm only going to be doing this stream for another probably 20, 30 minutes, and then I actually have to go. I'm going to an Ohio State watch party. So I'm an Ohio State. I'm not one of those crazy Ohio State fans. I'm like a casual fan. Marietta, Georgia. Okay. Let's check that. I think Marietta is in northern Georgia, right? Let's check it out. Oh, yeah, it's up by Atlanta. Yeah, unfortunately, you guys in Marietta might get a half an inch, maybe less. Which, honestly, for you guys could be decent. Yeah, you guys would be pressed to get much down there. I don't even think you guys have a winter weather advisory. Or actually, you do. Marietta is right there. Marietta, I don't think. Yeah, we're looking at snow accumulation of up to an inch. Okay, up to an inch in Marietta, maybe up to 2 inches. I would tend to be on the lower side of that, but I mean, up to an inch in Marietta, Georgia would be pretty solid. That'll be. I mean, it's not like you haven't seen that ever, but you guys could get some good snow up there. So Marietta, Georgia, you'll get something good. Oh, Michelle's in Missouri. Oh yeah, Michelle, you're not getting anything from this. Oh, Carly says check on the storm in the UK. Carly, I don't even know where to start with that. Because I've never forecasted the UK. Brian says McAllen, Texas. All right, Brian, let's check it out.
That is deep
Guys,
south.
Oh yeah, is it? Hold on, let's check it out. McAllen. How south is that, Dan?
Almost Mexico south.
Oh my. All right, let's zoom in on Texas and check it out. Texas, guys. I hope too. If it is your first time, and I am able to give you a forecast that helps you, I hope you do mash that subscribe button. Let's see those numbers go up big time. So far, we've been streaming. We've lost the subscribers since we started. So we're going the wrong direction. Help us go the right direction. People are just like, who the heck is this guy? He's an idiot.
Storm chaser Mason Harris mentioned that about an inch of snow shut down Atlanta in 2014.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, then I stand corrected here. Looks like that could be significant. Okay. So, this is interesting. Wow. Okay, so this is the HRRR. And I think McAllen is down here. So McAllen, you'll be in rain for a lot of this. Yeah, you'll be in rain for most of this event, but hold on. Look, check that out. This is Tuesday morning. You could have a brief period of some freezing rain and sleet here. So McAllen, Texas, I don't think it will be enough. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know what a tenth of an inch or less of freezing rain would do down there. My guess is it would probably be really bad. But I do know that you will Tuesday early morning, say about 7, 8, 9 a.m., you'll have a period of freezing rain or sleet that does mix in. And the temperatures probably won't get any warmer for the next day or two after. So that means that whatever fell on the roads probably will stick around for at least a day or two before the warmth returns. Oh, Lisa, you're much too kind. Share this live with your family, your friends. Share it with everyone. Share it with your dog. I don't care. I don't know if they'll be able to understand me, but, I love it. Athens, Confused Nuggets in Athens, Georgia. Let's check it out. I think Athens, Dan, remind me, is Athens in southern Georgia?
I don't recall.
Wait, okay, hold on. I know what I could do. Guys, you guys have any questions you want to ask Gronk, by the way? I now have access to Gronk. I'll never call it Grok. I'll always call it Gronk. Okay, Athens, Georgia. Ooh. Oh, man. Confused Nugget. This does not look like your event, my friend. You could get up to an inch, I would say, but wherever that north, notice how sharp this cutoff is here, guys, with the snow. whoever's north of that cutoff, you're out of luck. I got news for you. You're getting nothing. And right now, the HRRR says that cutoff is going to be south of you guys. So if the HRRR would be right, you would get nothing there in Georgia. And this is one model too, guys. We don't want to take this as we've learned in the past, especially HRRR. We don't want to take that as gospel because that has been way wrong so many times. I mean, right, Dan?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, no worries, Brian.
And Stormcat, I think you're north of that line as well, aren't you?
Don't start. Don't start, Dan. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I've looked at the long range forecast and it's too cold. It's too cold. This storm actually normally would hit us up here in Ohio, but because how far south that cold air is gone, it's not. It's okay. It's really fine. It's really fine. Yeah. You're doing freeze prep. Brian, what is freeze prep even? So I'm up in Ohio where for half the year it's below freezing. Like what is that even? What is like that's so foreign to me. What is freeze prep? Like maybe Dan, you could elaborate on that.
So
Like,
Brian's in McAllen, is that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So right now, I don't know if you can hear it. I've got faucets dripping.
Dripping.
Yeah, because you don't want the pipes to freeze. So you got to keep your water dripping out of your faucet.
Huh. So see, that's confusing me because it's like, well, we're freezing all the time, so I don't understand. It's like right now it's 10 outside, and none of my faucets are freezing in my house, or none of my faucets are running.
Yeah, because up north, you all have like done better when you're building structures.
Got
things
it.
are
Okay.
insulated. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. See, I'm not, if you guys can't tell, I'm not a carpenter, I'm not a builder. I don't understand. Yeah, I understand building codes in Florida, but that's about it. I don't understand any of that stuff. So that's cool. Okay. What else, guys? What other places do you want to check out? I'll show you guys the official prediction for Georgia. And man, Inspector Sassy's checking in. What's up, Inspector Sassy? And guys, if it is your first time here, make sure you mash that subscribe button. Brian, I'm looking at you. Lisa, I'm looking at you. Marco, make sure you mash that subscribe button. We got to get these numbers massive. And thank you guys if you do that, you know. But look, here's our snow totals. This is the official prediction in Georgia. And there's still a lot of uncertainty here, guys. A lot of uncertainty in southern Georgia. These totals could be a couple inches more, right? Or they could be nothing if rain wins out. I don't think there'll be nothing. That's probably a lower end scenario. But there is the potential for these totals to go up a little bit more, especially as new model runs come in and they show more significant snow. So keep your idea, or keep the hope open if you do like snow. Oh, Carly says Met Office warns storm could hit UK with 250 mile an hour wind. That sounds crazy. That sounds like clickbait. I'm gonna be honest. No shot. Those are at the surface.
Well, and wouldn't that be kilometers per hour instead of miles per hour?
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah. Thanks for joining us, Craig. Yeah, that is probably you're right. Which I don't know how far or what that would actually equate to in miles per hour. But yeah, let me zoom out a little bit further, guys. What other areas do you want to see? We hit on the timing. We hit on the snow totals. I won't. So I don't know why I'm pulling up the Ohio Valley. Is it just for misery? But we won't be. Ooh, they use mile per hour too. What?
Really?
That's weird. Let's go, America! Woohoo! Oh man. Hey, do you guys want to see me at the beach? Watch this. Hold on. Gotta find it.
Oh, Brady's got pictures.
Not quite. Hold on. on, let me find it real quick. Wow. I gotta look through my search history to find the picture that I used. Or I guess it is a picture, Dan. Where is it?
Okay, vacation photos are coming up next.
No. What time though? What time did I look it up at? It was like at... No, not that. No, not that. What is going on? Oh, this is so cooked.
Sounds
I
like
already
it's
looked at
chalked.
that one. It is chalked. It's getting close to chalked for sure. Oh my gosh. I just had it up. Oh my god.
Man, it's cold in Colorado. There's some negative temperatures up there.
Is it really?
Yeah. It's -2 in...
You got a map you could pull up, Dan?
Yeah.
You can just share your screen.
What
Oh,
I'll
here we
do...
go. I got it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, you ready for this? This will be tremendous. So this is what, guys, this is what people at the beach will experience. Oh, whoa. You're seeing the outside of the green screen. We got to get rid of that. They'll be looking up, and they'll be like, or here, we'll make this a little bigger. They'll be like, you can't see my legs, so just imagine I have legs. They'll be like, what is that? Is that snow? Whoa, check it out. It's snowing at the beach. Whoa. These poor people will be at the beach chilling in their recliners with their beach towels on, and they'll be here and they'll be just like, it'll be like, what is that white stuff that's coming from the sky? This is crazy. They'll be trying to shield themselves from it with their towel. Be like this. Instead of shielding themselves from the sun, they'll be shielding themselves from the snow. It's the end of the world. Whoa. What do you think, Dan? We'll make that a little bigger.
Yeah.
These poor people will be at the beach. I wish I could put my legs up, but I can't. I'm standing right now, guys, and I can't put my legs up to... Yeah, it's... Could you imagine the people, though, that are just... There has to be someone that went down there for vacation that's chilling at the beach with their beach towel on, just sitting in the chair while it just snows. I mean, I really want to see if there's any photos like that. Anyway. Guys, isn't that a little concerning to see me just floating in the screen like this? It's not good.
I may have nightmares tonight.
It's not. Hey, the good news, Dan, is we haven't lost any subscribers so far. At least in the last 5 minutes. That's good. So people are sticking around. Partially, you're right. It is invisible. Wait, look at that. Oh, that's so cool. It's because there's a green stripe. Oh man, I wish the whole towel was green. It's not good. All right, we're moving this back down.
So yeah, just northeast of Aspen is Leadville. It's -2, and then as you get up to some of the passes, it's -13 and -20.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So, yeah, that's it's cold up in Colorado.
Is that Dan? Is that actual temperatures?
Yeah, it is.
Miserable. Absolutely miserable.
Yeah, it says in Leadville it's -2. The wind chill is -20.
Oh my god. That's terrible.
And
So
I've been to
your wind-
Leadville.
So that means up just, you've been to Leadville? First of all, Leadville, that's a pretty awesome name. But just north of that, imagine. So if it's -2 and your wind chill is -20, up north of that where you have -20, you could be looking at wind chills of -30. I don't want to say -40 because I don't get too crazy, but I mean,
It's
wouldn't be
-55.
too much of a... Are you kidding me? It's insane. And that's, I mean, isn't Silverthorne where there's some ski resorts up there, right?
Yeah, yeah. I can't. I don't know how to pronounce this. Is it Berthoud? Houd? Berthoud?
Berthoud.
Berthoud? Okay, is it? Okay, that's the pass.
No, I have no clue. Yikes. Well,
So,
and
anyways.
well, no, Dan, that's a great point because a lot of that cold air, the reason why we are having that kind of significant snow event down here in the south is because of that cold air that's in place, because of all that cold air that's filtered in from Canada and is in the mountains and the Rockies, and it's making its way all the way down into Texas and Louisiana. That is why you have that snow. That's why you're going to have snow along the beach, right? So, all right. I want to take a closer look into Florida, and then I think we'll wrap. Welcome back, Sydney. Welcome back to the stream. Let's take a look at Florida a little bit closer because this is really, really interesting because we've talked a lot about, our bullseye, guys, is probably going to be in Louisiana. And there's not as much uncertainty there still is uncertainty in this whole system, but there's not as much uncertainty there. Where the uncertainty still lies is in, whoa, dude, sometimes my drawer thing just shoots out like that. What is going on? It just, whew. Sydney, you missed. We went to the beach. We explored the beach and we sat at a beach chair. That's what you missed. Dan, we got to get you in one of those next time. So the greatest uncertainty here is right in this area where you'll notice this is the HRRR. And now I'm going to show you guys the official forecast. That's the Canadian model. I'm going to show you guys the official forecast for Florida for snow. This is the official forecast. HRRR. Official forecast. HRRR. Official forecast. HRRR. So that just shows you the huge differences that we still have in the models, what the National Weather Service says could happen, and everything else. So if the HRRR were right, you're going to get almost 5 inches, 4 to 5 inches here near Tallahassee. There it goes again, near Tallahassee. If we look at the radar, this is what the HRRR says will happen on radar. And that's 22Z. Let's go back to 18. It has, notice, here's that rain snow line right in there. That rain snow line will go forward. Notice how it inches further, as the storm moves east, it inches further to the south until actually you might have some warm air that comes in once it moves over the state of Florida. But there could be parts in the panhandle that never that stay in snow for the entire event. And if that were like, I want to look at what towns are down there, because you've got Destin, guys. Destin is a very popular. Destin is right in here, right? Probably closer to this, right? These are places we're normally talking about hurricanes, right? We're only normally down here when I'm forecasting or talking about weather when we're talking about hurricanes. We're not talking about a hurricane. This isn't day after tomorrow. I know everyone wants it to be. This isn't day after tomorrow. This is, well, we're not going to get a snow-a-cane here, but we are going to get some significant snow. But this isn't day after tomorrow. This isn't a hurricane. This is a snow event that we're talking about these areas. And Destin, anywhere from Destin to Gulf Breeze, Pensacola, even into Apalachicola, Port St. Joe, Mexico Beach, Panama City. Those areas, the last time we talked about that was Hurricane Michael, right? And now we're looking at these areas as possibly getting all snow. And I think the further west you go, right? That's west on this map. The further west you go on the panhandle, the more likely you are to stay in all snow. And if you do stay in all snow, you will get several inches of 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe even, I think the closer you are to the rain snow line, though, that the heavier snow will fall right just north of that rain snow line. So, you're kind of playing Russian roulette here, right? It's like kind of pick your poison. Do you want to be in all snow, or do you want to try to get your totals up there? If you want to try to get your totals up there, you got to be just north of where that rain snow line is. That's where the heavy snow will fall. But that's, puts you in danger of possibly getting mixing if it does push north. Oh, we got Mama G. Oh, Mama G's checking in here. Oh my gosh. Kate says, I'm at the Outer Banks. Oh yeah, me too, Kate. I wish. I wish I was there. Mama G's freezing. Oh. Cat, not the golf beaches. Yeah. How are you? Oh, Macy's checking in. Welcome, Macy. We got Macy checking in. Ban Everything says traditional fruit trees in winter gardens. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Ban Everything. I think this will be a problem. I mean, regardless of if you guys get significant snow or not, you're going to get below freezing at some point, especially on the backside of this storm. That will wreak havoc on the plumbing. Thanks, Lisa. Lisa, thank you for stopping by. Unbelievable name. Thank you for joining. Make sure you subscribe so you get future updates here. Yeah, we got a lot of people talking about the cold in the chat too. So that's Florida, guys. Florida is it's a place that's close to home for me. I know a lot of people down there. I like to go down there as much as I possibly can. Southern Florida, you won't get in. I can guarantee you're not getting in all that snow. So, unfortunately for those in Southern Florida, you won't be getting on that snow. And interestingly enough, guys, look at the temp. Southern Florida will be relatively shielded from this. Notice how the temperature up here in northern Florida, 27 in the Panhandle, and then in southern Florida, 61. That's over a 30-degree difference. And that's the difference between going outside to walk your dog in shorts and going outside to walk your dog in snow gear. So the Florida will see, and you do notice that, guys. Look at that cold front right there. That's a cold front moving down, and notice how it does eke its way farther south. So southern Florida, spot that cold front, guys. Where do you think that cold front is? Right in there. There's that cold front moving through. So even South Florida will eventually get a cold front, but it'll take a couple of days. Ooh, guys, check this out. This just came to my mind. Watch what happens when I complete this cold front. Oh. What is it? What is it, guys? Tell me no. Let me know in the chat if you know what it is. It's a dino. Yes, it's an upside down dinosaur. Roar. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Sydney. We that has a hit with we've got a history of that on this channel of drawing dinos, so I wanted to get that quick one in for the chat. It's cute. Oh yes, everyone in the chat. Oh, frozen iguanas. Frozen iguana alert. That is for sure. Big time frozen iguana alert. Look at that. We'll have temperatures. Let's go to the NAM here. Check this out. Oh, the NAM shows less. Oh, the NAM shows that cold front sticking. Oh, interesting. Let's check this one out. Yeah, there'll definitely be some, especially in this area right here. Definitely frozen iguana alert. Big time frozen iguana alert. Oh, man. Oh, Heather, everyone's checking in with the dinos there. I love it. Those poor iguanas, you're right. There will be some falling from a tree. Afton, Iowa? Oh, man. If I had to summarize without looking, Dan, tell me if I'm... Maybe, Dan, you look it up and tell me if I'm wrong. If I had to summarize the weather in Afton, Iowa right now, I would guess it is cold and boring. Just like Ohio. Cold and boring. All right.
I don't know. It's cold.
Okay, boring for me is it's not raining, it's not snowing, it's not storming. It's just kind of, it's like winter without the snow. That's boring to me. And that's probably what a lot of the country is like right now.
Yeah, it's definitely 0 and maybe minus in that area.
Yikes. Okay, so it's well beyond cold then. It's frigid. Absolutely frigid. Oh our traffic camera died. Dang it. So guys, as a reminder, tomorrow I will not be live. The snow event is going to be probably peak in the morning, and in New Orleans, and that is so I work during the day, so it's normally hard if we ever have stuff going on that early morning. It's hard for me to be able to go live then. So there are going to be storm chasers like Brandon Kopic and Vince Welty that you guys should watch. They're going to be down there. Jordan Hall also. You guys should be watching them because they'll show you exactly what's going on, and they're the most entertaining to watch anyway when this stuff's going on. With winter stuff, when I go live, like during it, it's kind of like, oh, it's snowing. 10 minutes from now, oh, it's snowing some more. Then 10 minutes go by, oh, it's snowing some more. Oh, wait, now it's switched to freezing rain, which freezing rain sucks. So, yeah, there'll be plenty of chasers out. So guys, make sure to check those guys out tomorrow because they'll be. But looking at the rest of the country, let's look at this cold real quick because I do want to take a look at the cold before I end. Right, we're about to end, everyone, unless someone else wants to like an area that is going to be impacted by this winter storm. I would happily go and check that out. But let's take a look at the temperatures because the winter storm is going to affect the South, but the temperatures, right? We are going to have over 80 million people below freezing tonight and tomorrow, right? Which is insane. And and if I go outside right now, I bet I could throw a pot in the air and it just completely evaporate, which you guys have all probably seen that video. But check this. Look at this, Dan. That purple, guys, that's what they call Barney. That's when you see the Barney meme where you got Barney next to the map. That is absolutely frigid air that is making its way into the United States. That's already in place. If you're up here in the Midwest, the Dakotas, Wisconsin, Iowa, we had somebody here from Iowa. You are downright freezing. Oh yeah, Michelle Connor Croft is another good one too. Definitely check that out. He's got a lot of great stuff. Michelle's in the purple. Oh, Heather, you're too kind. Thank you, Heather. We got LX joining. Lucy, what's up? Great to have you. That air stings on exposed. Oh, 100%. Yeah, this air is, I'm telling you, we're looking at frostbite in minutes here. So if you are in these regions, make sure you bundle up before you go outside. Try not to have any exposed skin because that can be a little tricky sometimes. Yeah, I got frostbite on my finger a couple years ago playing hockey outside, and I didn't have the right protection on. So make sure to have the right protection on because the cold air will stick around. This is tonight into tomorrow. Interestingly enough, it'll still be cold in the Midwest, but the coldest air on Tuesday will then transition to Ohio, of course, and the Ohio Valley, the Tennessee Valley, and it'll be like a bowling ball that's going down the pit, that's going down the alley, and then there'll be some bumpers along the way. And the bowling alley is the Northeast and the South as this bowling ball works its way to the east and brings ridiculously cold air on Tuesday and Wednesday. Finally, oh look, on Thursday, things don't warm up at all. I mean, they warm up, when I say warm up, right, that's like instead of being 0, it's maybe 10 or 20. Even there'll be another shot that comes in later in the week. And that shot of cold air will, once again, I mean, for portions, it'll be as cold as before. I think that this second cold shot generally won't be as cold in a lot of the country. But still will be downright cold going into the weekend. And I got news for you guys. The long range, that's not promising. If you want to warm up, that is not promising, because basically everywhere in the country except for really like Texas and Arizona, parts of it are cold, below normal, and maybe parts of Louisiana. Whoops. But the rest of us, we're stuck in the cold, unfortunately. So good luck with that, guys. I think I'm going to Mexico. What do you think, Dan?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Dan and I are going to Mexico to get away from this. Maybe we just need to go to the southern hemisphere. Because I don't.
Yeah, let's go.
Good, fantastic. All right, Dan and I are going to be hopping on a flight for the Gulf here, or Mexico. But let's go back to the 12Z. So winter storm chances, we've got this one. We've got this one that's going to hit the south tomorrow and then Wednesday. Yeah, we'll go to the Pro Bowl in Cancun. I'd love to. Oh, Inspector Sassy's coming along. All right. You know what? We're just going to... Guys, the Jet Fund is happening. The Jet Fund is real. We are making significant progress towards the Jet Fund. So, guys, eventually we're going to get there. We're going to get a jet, and then we're going to stick all of you guys on it. We're all going to take one mega trip to the south. We're going to get south, get out of that cold as quickly as we possibly can. So, we're making progress on that Jet Fund. So, Inspector Sassy, you will be on that plane. So, interestingly enough, after this storm clears out, we're looking at a couple of days of some, in my words, some boring weather. This is the definition of boring snooze fest, because there's just not a lot going on except for the stupid cold, which no one wants to see that. Dan's yawning. Uh-oh, I'll put Dan to sleep. But then the next winter storm that I have my eyes on, there is a small chance that the Northeast could get something. This is like the end of this week. The signals have really backed off that, though. So we'll keep an eye on that. But after that, towards the end of this weekend, this other system tries to pop up here. Not a big signal right now, but there's a little bit of a signal there for some sort of system to pop. But after that, I mean, we are just going to be colder than normal, and towards the end of the period, this is hour 288, Saturday, February 1st, we do have another system that does pop up as well. But after the point is, after this storm moves through the south, we could be having a little bit of a boring period for a week, maybe, where the most of the United States will just be cold and miserable, and that's about it. So I'll keep my eye on it. If it does change, for now, that's what we got cooking, and that's what the weather will be for the next week. Michelle says she's ready to watch tornadoes again. Yeah, me too. I hope we see a couple when we go out there and chase eventually.
Yeah.
We'll have to check that out. So, guys, hopefully you had a good stream today. Dan, anything else that's catching your eye in the weather world right now?
Not necessarily. I'm just hoping that everyone kind of stays safe and warm through this, through this event. Any thoughts on what the weather is going to look like when we're up at the National Storm Chaser Summit?
Wow, that is a great question. Oh, and one last thing I want to touch on too. If you're in California, they've got a PDS fire weather outlook right now. Tonight into tomorrow, Santa Ana winds are going to ramp up in a big way. So we have this since our Santa Ana wind event that we had out there that started all those fires. This is probably a close second to that, right? Instead of winds being 100 miles an hour, they might be 50, 60, 70, 80. They could be approaching hurricane force, guys. So there's bad news. I haven't seen any reports, though, of any significant fires starting yet. But the winds are really going to ramp up there tonight into tomorrow. It will be a big-time problem if any fires do start. The next 24 hours is the day. You look at Monday and Tuesday, the fire weather outlook is almost identical. So, and then if we look at the NAM, the winds, check out those winds. That is bad news. That is overnight tonight. Our winds are going to be 50, 60, 70, 80 miles an hour gusting to. And then luckily on Tuesday, as you get further in the day, they do die down in a bigger way. And then on Wednesday, they die down even more. So just wanted to hit on that really quickly. Dan, what was the question you asked me?
National Storm Chaser Summit, what the weather might look like.
Yeah.
And then looks like Mama G saying that their pup got a tick on him. And it's hard to believe when it's that cold.
No. Mama G, I didn't even...
Ticks are supposed to not be able to survive a freeze, as I understood it.
Ticks can survive a nuclear blast. They're like the worst.
Yeah, wow.
Gosh, Mama G, I'm sorry about that. Oh yeah, that's a good call. Give the wild birds and stray animals some unfrozen water and something to eat. A heating, but you know what? I agree. That can help outdoor cats. So help as many outdoor cats as you possibly can. So, yeah, I don't know. Ticks are good in the cold. I didn't know that. I thought they would. Oh my gosh, friendly neighborhood duck, Quack, who's quacking in the chat. He also has a knife in his hand, so it's a little concerning. He's friendly, but he also is. Hopefully, he's cooking, right, Dan? The hope is he's cooking.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're cooking with that. We're chopping up vegetables and making some nice soup.
So I looked up the black-legged tick can actually survive. Some of them are able to survive down to -7.
That's terrible. That's actually terrible.
Oh, the hubby had the tick.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Dan, this is for February. So this is the outlook for February. This tells us that equal chances. It's in Kansas City, so equal chances for getting below than normal, or warmer than normal. So that doesn't. Fortunately, that doesn't really help us out a lot. There, we're looking at, guys. We're trying to figure out what the weather is going to be like for the National Storm Chasing Conference, which we're all going to. Hopefully, we'll see some of you guys there. This is the precipitation outlook. So right on the edge of above normal. But once again, that doesn't really help us out a whole lot. I will say this. I really hope there isn't like a big storm that causes all the storm chasers to freak out and leave and go somewhere else. Because that would be sad. It's my first one. I would love to meet a bunch of people. I'd love to get the full, experience. I don't want people to leave.
Yeah, last year we had a 2% tornado risk out in west of DFW, and there were a couple tornadoes that dropped.
Oh, really? Wow.
And the majority of the chasers were in Fort Worth.
Did they leave?
There were probably 2 or 3 that were chasing that day.
Okay. I would totally shame them if they left. Publicly on YouTube. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Anything else, Dan, from your end?
No, I think you covered quite a bit.
Fantastic. Oh, no. Vince ended his stream. I was going to tell you to go to Vince's stream and raid him, but dang it. He left. All right. Well, guys, I think we're probably going to wrap it there. Unless anyone else has any questions in the chat. But let's just see. I'm looking through the chat right now. Oh my gosh, Sonja helps a feral cat. That is amazing, Sonja. Guys, make sure to send your cat. Go ahead on Twitter and go ahead and either send me or send Dan. Let's send Dan. Let's go ahead and spam Dan's Twitter feed with cats. So if we go to Dan Wallace, so guys, I'm going to show you Dan's Twitter here. Go ahead and spam. I'm going to go ahead and paste his username in the chat. Spam Dan with cat pictures. Go ahead and spam Dan with cat pictures. One cat picture that I had the other day that I did not get to was... Wait. Where is it? Oh my God. Where is it? Oh, there it is. This is Confused Nuggets cat. Oh, look at that cat. He's so cute. Wow. That's a cute cat. Wow. Oh, it's got like one brain cell. I love it. Oh, look, there's another one of Confused. How many cats do you have, Confused Nugget? Oh my goodness. This is crazy. So guys, remember to tag Dan Wallace go ahead and tag him with your cat photos. We're going to see how many cat photos we can send Dan at one particular time. Oh man. Oh, Mama G with the great meme. Okay, I think that's it. All right, guys. All right. Well, I'm going to go. I've got a Ohio State watch party to go attend. So hopefully you enjoyed the stream. Hopefully you got something out of it. Oh, hey, we're back to our original number that when we started the show on our subscribers. So we made up ground. Let's go. We did it. We're back. We started with 5,214. We went down 2, and then we got 2 back. So good work, everyone. Great work in the chat. Guys, I hope each and every one of you has a wonderful evening. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the snow and whatever thing you're doing tonight. I hope you have a great time. As always, I always like to say, find someone, tell them you love them. Do something nice for someone tomorrow. I'm all about spreading the love and love your neighbor, man. That's what it's all about. Quick question, Dan. Do you have any final thoughts for the people? Anything that catch your eye today? Any jokes that caught your eye? Any sort of things you want to leave the folks with?
Well, I want to thank everyone for tuning in, and I hope everyone stays safe and warm, and just going to have to see how this plays out. I mean, some folks could see a significant amount of snow, and it may not be that bad. We'll see.
Wow. I hope it's not. I hope it's not. But if it is, just make sure you prepare tonight rather than waiting until tomorrow. All right, guys. Well, hopefully everyone has a wonderful evening. Thanks for joining us, and always see you on the next one. Peace. Meow. Oh, gosh. Gonna have to roll pretty quick after this, Dan. I gotta get to that party. Oh.
Yeah. So is there a game tonight?
Yeah. If Ohio State doesn't win, it is going to be the end of the world. Just kidding.
Well, there's a song that goes like that, doesn't it? End of the world as we know it.
Probably. I don't. It's so the national championship game is tonight, guys. Ohio State plays Notre Dame for college at least. But Dan, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care that much. There's a lot of crazy Ohio State fans. I don't really care that much. Really don't.
Yeah, I know. Like Ohio State, that's big in Ohio.
Ohio State is huge in Ohio.
So what about Ohio? Like, isn't there a Ohio University?
No one likes that one.
Oh, why?
No one likes that one unless you went there. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It's just not the same, you know? It's not the same, Dan.
Gotcha.
It's they went to Ohio, you know, it's like, at least Ohio State, but just Ohio, it's just not, you know, it's like the Facebook versus Facebook, you know, it's just keep the.
Yeah.
Or wait, I guess Facebook did the opposite.
So that's why
they were
say
the Facebook and the.
But then you got the Ohio State University. Like, they want you to know they're the one. They're the OSU.
No, Dan. It's the. You have to emphasize it like that. You could sing it. The. Oh. Exactly. Oh, here we go. All right, here we go, Dan. You ready to harmonize? Oh.
I'll try.
Oh God, I gotta end the stream.